Okay, so we're back again. We're going to try this again and see if we can get this to work. Trying to pull my tablet up to see if that will work and see if I can go down and cancel this one. Okay, so we at least can see on the big monitor, so hopefully we can see. You guys will come up here and we will start seeing some comments, and then I'll know. So I hope you guys can see me. I hope that gosh, let me just tell you, I'm very frustrated already. But I am going to keep trying, so just give me a second. And now I'm getting all hot. Okay, let's see. Can't tell if this is the one or if this is the new one. So let's see. Let's see if any of you guys will pop on. I'm trying to see, because I have such a lag between everything. I am trying to figure out if this is the new one or if this is the old one. So, okay. So we know this one. Now, if it would allow me to make comments, that would be like terrific, because I can't tell if anybody is on. So if you are on, please comment so I know. I'm gonna disconnect you for a second so I can see if I can get on here and make any comments, because it is not allowing me to make comments from the one. And then we'll go through and we will share again and see if we can get any of you guys to pop on here. Okay, so we are going to go back here and see if we can get this to pop up. It helps if you connect it to the monitor the right way, Donna. There we go. So we need to just get this to pop up. Then we gotta go down to apps, go find Facebook, and there we go. I can at least see us. Before I really get going, I want to wait to see if any of you will pop on and make a comment, because I cannot see any comments right now. So I'm hoping that someone will make a comment so I know. I do not know why my tablet does this sometimes. It makes it so I cannot see any comments on here. I definitely want to get rid of that. Okay, so let's go disconnect you from here one more time. And let's see if any of you are on here. I think I see Tammy on. So Tammy is on. Hi Tammy, how are you doing today? I don't know why my tablet or this big one is not showing me any of our comments, but we'll see. I'm going to try it one more time on there, and if not, I will do the best that I can to read the comments without it being plugged into the big monitor. Because I cannot believe the day is already getting away from us, and I still have to go live on TikTok yet tonight. So I really need to get this live going here. Tammy, can you make another comment? Because I am not seeing any comments at all. So I'm going to go out of my tablet and try and come back in and see if that will help. And if not, I will have to undo my big monitor just to read comments on my little phone, because like I said, they're not showing for me. So yeah, it's being stupid. So let's see. One, can you hear me? We'll go this way and see. Now I can't even see any comments on Prism. Hey Kim. Yeah, nothing is showing comments. So I had to disconnect my big phone, or the phone from the monitor, because nothing is showing. So I do not know why. So what I want to show you is we have a new resin. This is a easier resin to use. It is a just a one, like no mixing, no nothing resin. So that is, you know, a little bit easier. So we're gonna close those all out. We're gonna try and find me again and see if we can see any comments. And of course not. So this resin you should use, make sure that you're using gloves and that you are in a well ventilated area. Now Brenda did say that she didn't notice it using such a little amount, but you can use it on these jewelry little pieces. You can use it on the bookmarkers. You can also do it with the butterfly, but today we are going to try and do it on these little plates, like where you can put, like, I'm sorry, I'm bad. I don't take my rings off when I do dishes. I know a lot of people do, so I don't. I know that's really bad, but I don't. And Just trying to see if we can get. Sometimes if I put a comment in, it'll populate the. Oh, hey Greg, how are you doing? Dalton is not coming now. I was able to fix the computer, so he should be hopefully he should be just at home having a relaxing birthday instead of wondering what's going on driving up here. So I want to show you, we're going to start with chalking, and we are going to, because there's different ways that you can do these with all these fun little things. So we are going to start with, we are going to, now someone said you have to be careful with chalking these. So I'm just going to try one and see. Well, we'll do these butterflies because you know how much I like these little butterflies. So while the butterflies are drying, we are going to and the new color of the month, you guys, I cannot wait to play with, because guess what? It is a beautiful purple. And if any of you know me, you know I like purples, so we're just going to put the plate down. I'm going to tip you, pull you out and put you down a little bit. So we're going to do a little more pinkish and blue. So we're chalking on this little dish from Dollar Tree. And then we're going to try and resin over it. Yeah, no, so Jason had, last Saturday when I was live on the TT, his computer crashed. Like, bad crash, like we're talking blue screen. And, you know, they call that the blue screen of death. And it took us until Tuesday before we could get it up and running again. And then it started crashing again. So then yesterday, well, we had thought we had got it up on Thursday, up and running. And then, I don't know what happened, it started having issues again. So if I'm not catching your, hey Carol H, how are you? Hey Cindy, thanks for popping on, you guys. I can only see comments right now on one device, not even on my Prism that I'm going live on. It is not showing any. So it is finally starting to show. Hey Wanda, how are you doing? I'm going to just see real quick if I can plug it into the big monitor so I can see. And if not, then I will just have to do it on the little one. But, because yeah, they're not even showing on my tablet. It's like so frustrating. And let me tell you, after having all these issues with this computer stuff, it's to have this, like, having issues is like crazy. It is crazy. So, okay, so that is not going to work. So we're just going to have to, you guys all have to forgive me if I miss your questions or anything, because it is not showing me comments. So all we did so far is we chalked on the plate. So pretty, right? We're going to throw it over here, and I can tell you I cannot stand the feel of these dishes. they call these ceramic trays from this place, you know. Cannot stand the feel of them. Ooh, let me just tell you. They feel icky. So we're going to let this one set for a second. And then we're going to take this one. We are going to take a few dried flowers. If we can get them open. Ziggy. Ziggy, play my walking playlist. I cannot do this in total quiet, guys. Ziggy, volume down. Evidently, they don't want you into this package either. So, Greg, are you not out fishing today? Do you guys have icky weather? So, I am not sure what happened to my tweezers again. So let me see. I need to find tweezers and this little other tool. So, before, we are going to put a little bit of resin down. And we're going to put gloves on. So, I need everyone to just tell me, I know where some of you are from, but just tell me where you're from so I can see, because to me it doesn't look like any comments are coming through again. So first we got to take this off. Why they got to make this stuff so hard to get anything in? Oh, let's see if we can do it with this one. Ziggy, volume down. Okay. So there we go. Don't want to have anything on here. So we're going to put a little bit on the tray. And we're going to kind of like roll it around a little bit. Look at how that doesn't want to do right there in the middle. It's like, no, we're not going to do this. So we're just going to force it to go in the middle. So what I was saying is Jason's computer went down. I had to install RAMs, which of course I had no clue how to do. The biggest problem was trying to get his computer, his tower case even open, because that was like super hard to do. So now we're going to take some of these little flowers and we're going to see if we can layer some of these in here. And we want them down in there a little bit so that air bubbles won't get up underneath there. And you don't want to have to, you're not going to put a whole bunch of this resin on these. You're just going to put just enough to cover the stuff. So then we're going to go in. I want to add some of the, these greens. If I can pick this green up. So, okay, come on. Lay back down now. There you go. So you can see just a little bit, right? trying to get a little bit of this on here, and then we're going to see if we can take any of these little mini emblem things. Some of these things I should have did without my gloves on, but yeah. So let's see if we can get some chitter chatter going in the comments here, so I can tell whether you guys are seeing me or not, because like I said, it's not showing me. Every now and then it'll show me a comment, but it's not really showing me anything. So hey Kim Al. So yeah, I don't know why it is not showing me comments, but you know, that seems to be my luck. So we're gonna take some of these cute little things here too, and we're gonna try and put a ladybug down with our new resin. Maybe we'll do a few because there's so many in here, okay? Did you see me just try and put the resin lid on this? Lord, y'all. So now we're going to put the glove back on, because when you're messing with this resin, it says that you really need to be sorry. Kim, that's okay. I've been having a really hard time getting started and going, so yeah, you're not really late. So I'm just wanting to make sure that this is covering. So this type of resin is only good for thin resin, and this is not good for any like deep resin. So this is good for like jewelry, but not for doing like anything thick like we did before. So this is the big part. And we're just going to make sure that each piece has a little bit covering it. So I wish with all my might that I could have been to ChalkCon, but you all know that Jason has had some surgeries, and his brother is quite busy right now, so like his brother just can't, you know, pick up and come up here to take care of Jason for a few days for me, so I can go to ChalkCon. ChalkCon is our chalk convention, and like I said, I really wish I could have been there, but that is life. So now you're going to take your flashlight and we're going to go in here, and evidently this resin gets a little warm with the light on it, and it only takes like a couple of minutes. Echo, can you set a timer for 2 minutes? Echo, set a timer for 2 minutes. So I did the plate this way. And you're just supposed to hold the light, and I guess it will harden like the regular resin that we were doing. And you can put like glitter and all the flakes and everything in there. So yeah, now you can also put this outside in the sunlight, and that's supposed to be able to work too. So we'll just see. You can actually buy these flashlights with chalk, so I'm just going to turn it down, and it's, can you kind of see that it's not a regular light, it's a bluish light. So it's a UV light, and it was supposed to help. They do say that some of the girls have said that this one smells more than the other one, but I will tell you this, I don't smell any of it. I don't smell anything. So I honestly don't know if I have this too thick or not, or if this is starting to suck, but we're going to just give it the 2 minutes and see. Kim, that's okay. I appreciate you guys just even coming on here, because like I said, It is not showing me comments at all, except for once in a great while. And it does not even show that there's anyone on here. So that's why I'm asking you guys just to keep making chitter chatter. Like, tell me how many of you have planted flowers. What is your favorite flower to plant? Because, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I can tell you this much. I need to make sure that it is working a little bit more, because I need to echo stop. That I need to make sure that when I go live on the TT later, that it is, oh, I guess, see, it is starting to harden. This little flower did not look like it had. So we're just going to try and spread this out a little bit. What are you going to get at Walmart, Kim? Oh, that's right. You guys got something coming up. Did y'all know that it's donut? I think on Friday there is it's actually National Donut Day. And I will be showing you the new club, which has to do with donuts. So this one is probably not going to turn out the greatest, because I'm trying to, I can't tell whether it has hardened or not. Oh, but look at this. Watch. This is almost hardened, you guys. So I'm just going to try and fill some of these holes that I just created. And then we'll know. Yeah, so last night I went and got me a culvert. And I did a vanilla one. And I ended up adding amaretto to it, because I was that stressed. I was that stressed. I know, right? Oh, Kim L, I really hope that you get to see your grandchild. Because that's my sister, Kim. She has grandchildren that she has not seen in forever. So she totally understands that. She totally understands not being able to see your grandkids. So I'm just going to try and get this to level out a little bit. This, I don't think, is self-leveling. Oh, but I will tell you, the bottom of this plate is quite warm. Yeah, you can definitely feel this. So I'm just trying to roll it and get this even. Oh, you're getting cheesecake pudding and ice cream? Oh, holy man. Kim's going to have a party at her house. What day are you partying, Kim? I might have to go see my sister. Of course, I do have my protein cheesecakes, so I can have those and not feel like I'm not getting, you know, any of the sweets or anything. So it is funny how warm this plate is. So this is only if you kind of want like a little coverage, like we just want to cover up these, and then we're going to heat this one more time now. Echo set a timer for 2 minutes. So I bet you this would do really good on this butterfly. I think this would be really pretty. So we're going to let this set, and then we're going to put the tape down, and we are going to try and do that. Well, I have been trying to be a good girl and not eat. That shake has been like my first really bad thing. Echo, set a 2-minute timer. Because I really need to lose some weight. I had to move up to a different shirt size from a large to an extra large, and I don't like that. And then today the shirt I had on earlier, which to match my earrings and everything, but it still matches here. Somehow I got glue on it, and then I got something else on it. I don't even know. And I was like so peeved. I was like, are you kidding me? So while we're doing this, I'm going to try and multitask here. I want to know, what is everyone's temperature? I cut my hair back in like March. A lot of it is just tucked behind my ears right now. Echo, stop. So now, this one is ready. But what I would do is, when we're not live, I want to go along the edges and just make it so that, now you could put this anywhere, and you could put your keys on it, you could put your rings on it. Echo, stop. So we are going to, I don't know, I think I want to do, I want to try one of these. I probably should have did a lot more work today than what I've done, but I have got dishes done. I did get laundry done, well, washed and, well, 2 things washed and dried. I've got a load in the washer right now. So these are to do like jewelry, like pendants and stuff. So we're going to put some out. Those in there. We're going to use some of these cute little things here. And then, well, hey, Mr. Rick Brustman, I didn't see that. And then I want to try and use some of these in here too. But I also have the tape to do the bottom of the butterfly. So if we have time, I want to show everyone a few of these, because let me tell you, this just looks like a lot of fun. So do we want to do the butterfly, or do we want to do this butterfly? Do we want to do the wooden butterfly? Or do we want to do the pendants, the jewelry? You tell me. Do you want to see this done? The wooden butterfly, the butterflies on the plate, or the jewelry? And while you guys are telling me, let me show you the bread thing that I did. And then I did this on dish towels as well. Look at this. And you can't use this side, but you can flip this side over to cut your bread on. Look at that. Isn't that sharp? And then, I gotta get my slippers off, because it's starting to get, finally starting to get warm in here. Now, if you guys didn't know, disco balls like these by your doors will hopefully try and keep all the bugs away. like flies and stuff. So let me show you the towel that I did. These were orders for my sister because she makes bread every Friday. So this is one of hers. This is one of our new transfers, Silly Goose. And because I don't want to mess hers up, this is the front of her towel, and then this is the other side. So isn't that sharp? So the towels are for sale, and you know, right now, because everybody is into that sourdough, making sourdough, when you have to let it rise, this would be a great one to put over it. So okay, so Wanda says the wooden butterfly. So we're going to move these. I'm going to show you, we got to take tape. Not this butterfly, you dork. And we have to put the special tape down. Can't do this with these gloves on though. Yeah. So I was thinking, you know, my big thing outside, my sunshade that I have, I was thinking about actually doing maybe the big flower on it, and then doing the big butterfly from way back when. Because we have a huge butterfly that went over like one of our, like a 16-inch round. Okay, so because I don't trust this with tape, I'm probably using too much, but I don't want this coming out. So you guys would be so proud of me, because let me tell you, putting that computer, doing RAMs and memory drives and stuff, if you did that, any of that wrong, I could have toasted my computer. I could have just literally killed my computer. Okay, so we have this down. We're going to put the glove back on. And then we're going to have to do glove on, glove off type deal. But we're going to take the resin. Okay, Kim. We're going to do little drops in these little weird areas. And see if it'll fill it in. And then we're going to take, y'all know I'm going to use some pretty stuff, right? I'm going to try and very carefully not knock all this stuff all over. So we're going to try and put, let me just tell you, this stuff wants to stick to my, in here. So I just want to try and get a little color. Get over in that big slot. There we go. And we're going to look for purple glitter. Because we are also going to do like glitter in some of these, okay? Because some of these areas are teeny tiny, tiny. Yes, this is for that etched butterfly. You know that big one that we had? So, now we're going to just go in, drop this in, and then we're going to put enough in here so it starts to cover the bottom. And this is all chalk stuff. So this is chalk's resin and everything as well. So we're going to do some of this little teeny glittery. And then we're going to put some of this. Don't cough on this stuff, y'all. And I'm gonna just try and make sure that there's no air bubbles in here. This is really hard to know where your air bubbles are and stuff. So I'm gonna put this a little bit more down in here. And then I'm going to try and get it so that it's not all on top of each other, because the stuff kind of floats when you put it in. And we are going to try and put a little bit in there as well. Okay, so now we're going to come over on this side and we're going to try and mimic it. Hey Carol, how are you doing? Carol, are you getting excited about ChalkCon? Let me tell you, after last week, I wish I could go so bad. But just the way things were, I just don't see that happening. So we're trying to put some of this stuff in here. Let me tell you, it just wants to go everywhere. So we're going to put a little bit in here as well. And then we're going to try and put the glitter in first before we put... Yeah, I want to put that great big huge butterfly that we had. I want to put that on my sunshade that's outside. So we're going to just try and make sure that this has a little bit on the top of each one of these little areas so that it comes up to the top. And then where I've added the glitter and stuff in here, I'm going to try and do it from all sides so it doesn't it doesn't move the glitter stuff too much. And I guess I would rather have it be too much than not enough, because I know that some could be like seep out too, so. So we're going to take the light now. Echo, set a timer for 2 minutes. So we are going to set this first side. Yeah, you need patience. And let me tell you, having patience doing my son's computer and stuff, that took a lot. So I want to show you one of Tiffany's Thiessen's. I don't know if you guys were on here when I did this one, but look at this. This is the new Giggle Water. And look at, not a hugger, but the cactus is hugging it. Oh, I can drink on FB. I really do like the new Tiffany Thiessen's one. Okay, so you guys know that I wear these nails, right, from Hello Love. I was so nervous when we did the ramps, and then we tried to restart it, and it started to boot, and then it crashed. I literally was chewing those nails off. That is how bad I was stressing. That is how bad I was stressing. I think I'm going to just quickly turn up my air purifier too, because I'm not sure if that's why I'm coughing, if it's getting in my lungs or not. And yeah, and then I'm dealing with Jason and Dalton. Dalton is, there's a thing called Team Viewer that can take, it can take over your computer. You know, once you give it permission and stuff. Echo stop. Echo set 2-minute timer. So then, and look at this. Do you see how hard that is now? But now you can see where I wasn't sure that it was hardened, and I added that little bit. So I will add some of the other resin on top of that. That takes a little while to do, so I'm not wasting the little baby bottle of resin. Echo set a timer for 2 minutes. And I've already just lost my train. That's how nervous I was. And then it didn't do. So then I had to go to Walmart and buy a hard drive. Then I had to figure out how to open up my son's backside to his computer. Then I had to get in there. Then we tried fixing it one way. That didn't work. Then I had to try another way. Then I had to install a brand new hard drive. And if you get things wrong on that hard drive, I would have fried my son's whole computer. And then halfway through, it restarted and his headphones went out. And let me tell you, I had to, if you get a little air bubble, you can heat it, or you can torch it a little bit, and they will help with the air bubbles. Just don't torch everything else. So yeah, I've been very, very stressed. I haven't hardly worked my business at all, and I feel I'm so behind. I haven't done my homework for the class I'm doing with Chalk, and that has stressed me out. So I really have to get that homework done, because if I don't get that homework done, y'all, I'm going to have a whole nother set. Echo stop. So you can see now that it is hardened. So we're going to do the last part, and then we'll be able to pull it off. So we're going to try and get all these little wood areas cut out. Echo stop. Because I thought this would look pretty then to have like in a window so that you could see like the light coming through the butterfly then. So now this bottom half we are going to sprinkle, we can get a little bit of this out. I don't want like just full of it. I want just a little bit in each little thing. When the sun hits on it. And then you can go back in, and like this one I can see, and then you can just add a little bit more to it if you need it. because I want that right up to the edge. Then we're going to add just pink and I think purple glitter down here. And maybe we'll do some of the purple flakes because I don't have a lot of flakes left. So you have some shirts that you need to make. I need to make me shirts just so I have something to wear now because, you know, I'm a fat girl now. And I need to be able to have something I can wear. So we're going to go all the way around the outer edge and let it kind of move stuff around. Echo, set a 2-minute timer. And now we're going to see how this looks, and then we'll do the plate. What kind of projects, Wanda, have you been sewing? Well, I have lost 20, but I put on almost 40 to 50 pounds since I've moved up here with all my stress. I will tell you guys, especially those of you that are chalk couturers, we do have a, what are they calling it? Oh, bestsellers that will be released on Wednesday or Thursday. And then, oh my gosh, the big new line comes out. The fall line comes out the end of June. And for any of you who have $100 submitted by, I think, the 26th of June, you will be able to order when they are showing it to us. And unless, of course, you go to a convention, then you get it right away. And see, some of these, I think it's gushed out a little bit. That's why it empties out. So, yeah, I'm really excited about the fall line. Brandy would not give any hints today about it. But I do know that Tiffany Thiessen is, like, I love her new stuff. Have you guys seen that really cute one? Did I show you this one? I love this one. All of you. Echo, stop. Echo, set a 2-minute timer. You made 2 shirts for you, 1 shirt for your daughter, and 1 each for your grandsons. See, now I think that's so much fun. And I had plans that if Dalton was going to have to come up here to help me with the computer, that first he thought about bringing his whole family, and then he wasn't sure if, like, the whole family was going to come or what. But if they all would have came, of course the girls and I would have had did some kind of t-shirts and stuff. But I love this one. I love you. I love you. Like, I should have did the heart in red. But I wonder if our markers... I wonder if the chalk markers would go over that. See, sometimes I get too many things going at one time here. Oh, Donna, you should probably shake the lid with the cap on. Let's see. If we can go over this. There we go. Get that flowing a little bit better. look, you can do like if, you know, sometimes they have Ziggy Stop or Echo Stop. Echo Stop. Look at it. Look at how cute that looks. And that is... Oh, a boat cozy. Yeah, once you start inking, you're looking at everything and anything that you can ink. You're just like, oh my gosh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this. And yeah, that starts getting to be like, because I thought this would even do a cute shirt, or you could do the Deal Me shirt. I thought about doing the Positive Vibe shirt. But I want to show you guys too. Look at how cute this is. This transfer right now is still in the sales, and yes, our prices went up because of tariffs, but this transfer is still at that pre-tariffs price. So
here is your reminder. Supper.
Oh, so you can still get this one. So that's pretty cool.
LaDonna, here is your reminder. Supper.
So let's see. I just want to make sure these are like all the way cured before I go and lift it up. I don't think these pens are ink. They are water-based, easy to clean up, non-toxic, because somebody said you cannot put these on a shirt. So, oh, we're going to do the butterfly real quick. Okay, let's get this other butterfly done real quick here. And then we'll lift this up and show you guys, because now we kind of know a little bit more. So we are just going to see if we can cover the and look at this little bottle. Do you see that? How I'm already struggling to get that any more out. That is just from these projects. So we are going to take the heat tool, because I have a ton of air bubbles now because of trying to do that, and if you just rub this along it, it'll pull those out. Now, if you wanted to, you could do a little bit of, you know, like glitter. I'm just trying to just lightly, like, add a little bit. And as long as you can, it's not set, you could, like, oh my God, the sound that makes on that, you could stir this up. I'm actually going to try and move it along the edge here and get this so it's not so thick on the edge. So we are going to not do no jewelry now, because we see we don't have enough to do the jewelry. But I'm just trying to get this to go up as much on the edge as I can without having it spill over. Okay, and we're gonna let it kind of jiggle and set. And that's as close as I can get. I don't know if I can use this to pull it up on the edges anymore. But I do not want this to make a big mess on my desk. So we're gonna try and, like I said, I wanna it's so nice having my sister live so close now. She's 11 minutes away from me. There we go. But I'm curious, should I try and pour some in the little I don't know if I could pour. Because I think this is an awful lot in here right now, so I'm just going to try and pour some of it off. Okay. We'll just go around the edge with our finger, smooth it out. And now let's add, we need to add some stuff to these. So let's see if we can add be really great if I could pick up some of these little flowers here. Ziggy, volume up. Ziggy, play my walk-in playlist. God, he's so, I can't even hear him. Well, wonder what does it say on there? I can't look at the website right now. I'm just a little busy. So, come on. And then let's see. Of course, now my hands have stuff on them. I'm not going to be able to get some of those off. So let's see. Okay, so now I have ladybugs and hearts all over my floor because I just lost a whole bunch. And then we'll try and do, I like to try and get this little purple flower in here. need to turn this so that, there we go. And then this one we're just going to do, well, we're going to do some of these purple flakes, and then we'll look at everything. Okay, then we're going to just make sure that everything is down inside the resin. Swirl that around, and then Echo set a 2-minute timer. And then we'll see how this all look. Ah! Few air bubbles. We don't want those air bubbles, so take those air bubbles out. Oh, those flowers look really cool. Can you see them with that light on them? Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do for my big live. I think I'm going to do the big pie. And I'll show you that in just a second. Let's see if I can do this. But we're not going to make it a cherry pie. We're going to try and make this a blueberry pie. So you can see pretty big pie. And then we're going to put it on this to make it look like a pie with pie crust. So now look, you can see this plate is done. So these would be good projects to do with like kids. I'm sure these don't take as long, these little teeny ones, but I want to just make sure so I can pick it up and show you guys. We'll get these, and then let's get these two. Jason just ate a while ago, so I don't know if he can hold on until after my live to feed him. Echo stop. Let's see. Harden, 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 harden. Now let's get this one hardened. Echo set a 2-minute timer. So these are already hardened. And then I'll pop these out and show you. I should have put this one in the sun because it would have been done by now. Yeah, and then, because I want to go live early enough so I can do that homework and try and get it figured out. It's doing something with my VIP page, or my page, or my VIP group, I think is what it says. And we all know that my VIP group isn't, I don't do enough in there, evidently. Yep. Kim, I was actually going to do Kim W, Kim S. Try and do some of the, like around the edges of the lattice work. God, my hair looks so horrible. To try and do the lattice, around the lattice pie crust, to do that in like a purplish blue, so that it looks like the blueberries juice is coming up in between there, the pie filling. So yeah. Echo, how much time left on timer? So I want to really just get this one. Okay, so you guys saw Echo stop. Now this is going to be the big one. This one might need to be hardened or dried on this side as well. And then that is the back side. And then I will chalk it, I think, in black to really make that pop. What do you guys think? Do you think the black would look good on there? And then to have it like shining in your window. So you can see the front and the back. So what I would recommend is not as much glitter, so that you can actually see some of it come through. But you know, you never know until like you start playing with it to see. So I'm going to turn this one up this way so this side can dry a little bit more. And then let's see if we can pop one of these puppies out. Whoa. Okay, so I will tell you that the inside is not, it's not totally dry. So I will try and get this lined back up, put it in, and then I will set these out in the sun, let them all finish, because these are a little thicker. So yeah, that is the fun that we did today. So I hope you guys liked it. And clean myself up a little bit. Try and get these out of all of it so I'll be able to pick them up. But I wouldn't want to leave it as is unless I could, I wonder if I could do this crappy brush, where I could get it so the color looks all uniformed on the wood. So what I'm trying to do is just clean up some of the resin that's spilt out. So that it looks a little bit more uniformed. But yeah, there you guys go. Thank you guys for coming on here. And I'm actually gonna just pitch these ones. Oh, my hands feel so hot now. But you can see, look at that. So all of these I'm actually going to just set outside in the sun right now while the sun is beating. And I'm going to try and get them to really harden up. So, and then I can clean up my desk a little bit so that I can do that. And you guys are more than welcome to come on TikTok. I know a lot of you say you don't have TikTok, but I bet you are watching TikTok without knowing it, because almost every single reel that you are watching is coming from TikTok. So, yeah, but I've applied for what we call a stream key so that I can go live on TikTok and Facebook at the same time. But because they are competitors, I don't know if they'll let me do it. So we're going to see if I get approved for the key. And if we do, we will have fun and go live with that as well. So I'm going to try and find a home for all these little things. My hands feel so sticky. A horse and buggy just went by. Kim lives where she's got Amish as neighbors, so that is interesting. Whew. So you guys have a great night. I will hopefully see some of you again real soon. If not, I am trying to just figure out a schedule for you guys on Facebook. So I just got to move this over here for right now because I just don't have no room. I do not have room. I do not. You guys have a great night, and I will chitty chat with you all later. Thanks again. Let's get this in here. And like I said, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.